Hey YouTube, this is Trivedi. I am coming at you with a deck profile for my Draco Zoodiac deck that I got top 16 with at YCS Pittsburgh this past weekend. So I went 8-2 in Swiss, played against two True King dinosaur decks, one mermail deck, and then the rest were either Zoodiac or Draco Zoodiac or pure Draco, those variants. And then in the top 32, I beat pure Zoodiac, and in top 16, I lost to a pure Zoodiac. So this is the deck profile. For the monsters, played 3 Terratop and 1 Tekatomborg. The Zoo Engine, played 2 Rat, 2 Ram, 2 Whiptail, and 1 Thoroughblade. Most of this is self-explanatory. I liked having 1 Thoroughblade in the deck just because every once in a while I'd want to summon it off of Barrage and just filter another card. Like if my hand was really good, but it didn't have too many hand traps, I could kind of combo out, and at the end of the combo activate Barrage, summon Thoroughblade, discard 1 and draw 1, and maybe draw a hand trap. And going along with the Zoo Engine, I played the 1 Black Sheep. For the Draco Engine, I just played 3 copies of Masterpiece. I didn't play Dynamite Knight or any of the other guys just because it took up too much space in the deck and it was not really a play that I'd ever want to make. It seemed like a waste of a normal summon, waste of resources to search those other monsters and, spend time making those plays when I could just be focusing on the zoo plays. And whenever I have the Masterpiece play, I can make that. For hand traps, I played 6 hand traps. So it was 1 Maxi, 2 Ghost Ogre, and 3 Ash. I played 3 Ash because it seemed good against everything. You could play it against dinosaurs and hit any of the little recruiter monsters. And then obviously you can hit stuff like Terraforming and Zoodiac Barrage and Lunalight Black Sheep. So it seemed like every matchup I had some kind of value I could get off of Ash Blossom. Whereas Ghost Ogre, I didn't like it as much against the dinosaur deck. It pretty much only hits Diagram for good value. And so I just only played 2 of it because I didn't really know how much of that deck I should expect for the event. And that's it for the monsters. For the spells, played 3 Barrage, 3 Tanky, 3 Diagram, 3 Terraforming, 2 copies of True Draco Heritage. I didn't play the other spell because it seemed a little bit too gimmicky to play that spell, use the effect, and then destroy it and search for Heritage and activate Heritage and draw 1. It just seemed like kind of a gimmicky thing that would just probably lead to more brick hands than, cool combos. This card was all right. I would probably cut it down to 1 going forward and just kind of search it with Diagram if I ever need it. But I really didn't like hard drawing it because a lot of times I didn't have the Masterpiece play. And so this ended up just kind of being a dead card, and I was kind of playing a watered down version of Zoo at that point. This was just a brick in my hand until I could draw a Diagram or something. And then I played 1 Fusion Substitute and 1 Instant Fusion. I didn't play more copies of this because I wasn't playing more copies of this. So like you couldn't do any of the crazy like 2 or 3 fusion sub combos with Rat and Instant Fusion. A lot of times I would, if I opened this, I would just kind of do the standard 1 fusion sub combo and Instant Fusion and end with like Dweller or Tornado Dragon, depending on what I was playing against. And then going second, this was actually pretty solid too, because you could kind of bait out hand traps. Like if you want your opponent to ghost ogre, you could summon your rat here, activate the effect, and if they ghost ogre, then you have instant fusion to bring back rat, and you can kind of combo off from there. So it was a good like extra play to play through hand traps and stuff. And the last spell I played was one Cosmic Cyclone. I liked it at one. I was never upset when I drew it. I never wanted to draw multiples against any matchup other than pure Draco, so I think going forward I'd probably still play just the one in the main deck, because it has applications against everything. I know I chained it to an Imperial Order once. I hit some Draco spells and traps, hit Diagram, hit Barrage, Tanky. I've hit all the things you would expect to hit with spell and trap removal. I did not want to play Twin Twister just because a lot of the cards in your hand are pretty valuable, and I wouldn't want to. There wasn't anything that I could see myself wanting to discard, other than maybe a Ram or something if it was in my hand. That's it for the spells. And for the traps, I just played 4 traps. So it was 2 True King's Return, 1 Solemn Warning, and 1 Imperial Order. True King's Return is really, really good. It sets up a play to summon Masterpiece on your opponent's turn, and it destroys a monster. So just by using this to summon Masterpiece, you get like 2 more interruptions on your opponent's turn, right? You destroy a monster with this, and then you destroy a card with Masterpiece. I thought that was really, really strong. Anytime I opened a master play using this, a Masterpiece play using this, I won. There was no game where I lost when I had that play. And as for these 2, Imperial Order was really good, especially going first, because then you can save. You don't have to use your like Tridents or Masterpieces or anything on Barrages and Tankies and Diagrams. You have like this to stop all of that, and then you can save those Tridents and Masterpiece plays for like their normal summon and Terratops and all that. Solemn Warning, it seemed like it was going to be a really good card going into the event, because you could hit Masterpiece and you could block a play from the standard Zoo combo, but it never really worked out that way for me. I think I opened it going second way more than I did going first. So for the most part, I think I sided it out every match, and I probably would not play this again going forward. That's it for the main deck. It was 42 cards. Next for the extra deck. Extra deck was really standard. I played 1 Invoker, 1 Dweller, 1 Tornado Dragon, 2 Emerald, 1 Borbo, 1 Hammer Kong, 1 Tiger Mortar, 2 Checkanines, 2 Brawbles. I was borrowing 1 for the event, and 2 Tridents, and the 1 Norden. I guess all of this is pretty standard except for, I don't think I see everyone playing Tornado Dragon yet, but that card was really amazing the whole weekend. It kind of goes along the lines of like Imperial Order, where you have something that you can use to destroy like Tanky or Barrage or Diagram, and you don't have to use your Trident effect on that. So I really liked it for that reason. If I opened Instant Fusion, I would pretty much shuck on this guy. That's it for the extra. And for the side deck, played triple Gamma Seal. This was for Masterpiece. 1 Retaliating. This was for Zoo. 2 DD Crow for Zoo. 2 Droll and Lockbird for Dracos. And for Zoo as well. 1 Necro Valley was for Infernoid decks and Paleo decks, because you play triple Terraforming in the main. So I kind of liked having that 1 card in there, because it was a really high utility card that you pretty much got 4 side deck slots for the price of 1 because of the triple Terraforming in your main deck. Draco and Regeki, obviously really great against Zoo, going second. Cosmic Cyclone, I only put these in against pure Draco decks, and I don't think I put it in against anything else. And the 2D barriers were really, really solid. Against pretty much any zoo deck, I would side it in going first for sure, and then against pure zoo decks, I would keep it in even if I was going second, because you pretty much buy yourself another turn anytime you have that, which is really powerful. That is it for the side deck. I think I would only change it by probably taking out one of the Gam Seals, because I never really found enough things to take out of the main deck to side in 3 Kaijus plus whatever else I was siding in. I would probably play another Retaliating Sea, and I would definitely not play DD Crow anymore. It was actually pretty weak. Even when I would DD Crow like a Zoodiac Rat or something, it was kind of not that great. Like, I still felt like I was kind of behind, because then I would have to play into Dryden still. I'd still have to play into other hand traps. And my opponent wasn't really that far behind by losing their 1 rat. They still had, Emerald and Dryden and all that to play with. Droll was really good. Maybe play a third of that. Nectar Valley I'll keep in just because you never know if you're going to run into those random 60 card decks. Draco Regeki I would keep. Maybe take out a Cosmic Cyclone